Alright, so I already have the cake sculpted. I just did a half sheet and a quarter sheet and cut it to the rectangles I needed, and it was a buttermilk cake, and I filled it with a lemon curd, and I'm doing a faux Italian buttercream for the frosting. And I am doing the number 18 from Numberblocks. It's for my son and he loves Numberblocks. So 18 is his favorite and that is what we're doing. So part of him is purple and then part of him is white. So I'm starting off with that. And it's a little rough and ready. It's not quite as smooth as I would like it, but it ended up being super cute. So I'm just getting the final coat on right now. And then once the final coat's on, I can kind of use a ruler and measure out where I want the lines, because it's a 6x3, and the way I cut it out, it was a little too wide. So in order to cover that up, I just did some like he was moving, some rays coming off of him. Also, I put a cardboard in the middle of the cake. That way it wasn't just a bunch of layers stacked on top of each other. It wouldn't have much support that way. So there's a cardboard in the middle. It's dowel to support that top tier. And then I ran a long dowel all the way from the top of the cake into the board of the cake. Now I'm just making his numberlings that go on the top of him for making the 1 and the 8 for the 18. Let those dry so that when I set the cake up, I can pop those guys on. And I'm also gonna make his eyes, and they're out of like a purple as well. His arms and his eyes are purple, as well as his legs. Now I'm gonna put on the black lines so that I can get all my blocks, and I used a ruler to kind of make my marks to see where I needed to put all the lines. And then once I get the black lines on, I'm gonna use some red, it was modeling paste, to outline the 10. And then once I get the red on the front, I'll move to the back and get the back as well. That on the very back I didn't do the 2 purple blocks that needed to be there to make it 8, so I went ahead and corrected that, and then I could finish putting my lines on, and then I put the eyes and the eyebrows, and now I'm just attaching the arms. I thread a little bit of wire through the arms that I made earlier, and then I'm going to put the black dots for the eyes, and I made his mouth, stuck those on there, and now I'm just going to take some of the same icing I used on the cake and ice the board, and then use a multicolored sprinkle. And I use just the regular sprinkles, some dragé looking sprinkles, and I put some little stars on there as well. To finish it, I rolled out some yellow fondant, cut out freehanded some triangles, different sizes, let them dry for an hour. It really doesn't even need that long. And then now I'm just attaching it with a little bit of icing to cover up my mistake since I made them too wide. But it turned out super cute and he loved it, and that's all that matters. I lied, that is not the end. I needed to put some legs on him, so I made some little pants, kind of like bell bottoms, and put his little legs in there and stuck them on there, and then he was done. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for watching.